Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
You text me then I'll text you back.
Text me then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know.
Yep.
205-964-5243. Now you know.
Good evening, afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to today's live. We're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate where you're, did you start that? Let's start that. Well, we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate where your cash and credit doesn't matter. Low risk, high reward opportunity. Today's topic is, should you tell realtors you are wholesaling real estate? It's today's topic. That being said, if you want to join us on the live, text the word Gator to the number, get your own personal seminar going. Since we're on the topic of, this is the place where you can get in the game, become a real estate investor, partner with us for only $100. You're not going to pay me that. It's just a tool that I'm going to recommend in this video that will allow you to become a virtual wholesaler instantly. So text MLS to this number, watch the video. Don't be afraid. We'll be here to help you if you follow the instructions in the video. All right, so that's an option for you. All right, you started a business. So, real estate investing is a business. So there are business entities. Most people are familiar with an LLC. We have a company that'll help you set that up, along with getting set up with that particular business entity that you need. You're also going to get access to over 250 tax deductions that you can take, and you can start implementing those immediately after you once you establish your entity, your LLC. So whether you've made a dime or spent a dime or whatever, things that you're already doing in your normal life can benefit you in the tax game next year. So text the word biz to get access to that. All right. What else we got? So right now, I'm over 900 videos on my YouTube channel. You don't have to watch all 900 of them. We got 9 in this playlist that'll get you going. Text VIP to the number. These 9 videos will get you going in the right direction on this business. More videos there, but this playlist is very, very important. They say, can't hear me or something? Huh?
Yeah, but we're trying to see if anything changed.
Oh, okay. All right. So, but anyway, so text VIP to the number if you want to get down like that. Now, obviously, on the first card, we could partner if you text MLS, but also here, even if you don't sign up for that tool, that'll make you a virtual wholesaler instantly and partner with us. But you can text 5050. We'd love to partner with you on houses. And I'll see my units. I'll find it. Yeah, so we're in here. We came in a little earlier. We're trying to get out of copyright jail because we have a workout studio next door, and these walls are paper thin. So text the word units if you want to partner on apartments and self-storage. Text the word units and watch this particular video. Okay, and what else we got? Yeah, I'm sending it out. All right, I got you. I was trying to catch the thing up. So anyway, so we got anything yet or?
I have a few.
Okay, good.
First I want to say, when you do any of the keywords that he's showing you, make sure you text them to the number. Don't put them in the comments, because we can't do anything with those. Put it in the text it to the number, and just the word, nothing else, and it should pop up and show you what you need. All right, the first one is from Deontay Atkins from YouTube. He said, "What if the realtor asks me what's my purchasing price?"
Well, that's an offer that you're going to put in. So, you can have that number ready to go or whatever. Whenever you reach out to them, you have a number ready to go because you've already done your research to even call them. So you already should know what your offer is going to be, your offer price. You want to term it that way.
All right. Body by Tay VA said, "Footman got another 3% realtor fee coming. I'm about to close another one."
Okay. Boom.
So congratulations.
Yeah, make it happen.
Everybody's just saying, "What's up, Footman and ladies?" This person said that they need help with a land comp, actually 2 different lots.
Just to make sure that it's working.
What?
It doesn't have to be with a thing that it has on the bar right here. I don't know if it's working. Oh crap, it's stopped anyway.
Turn it off.
Which one is that? This one?
It's double. It's double.
Sorry, y'all. Hold on. You probably need to just X out of that and start a new one. Because it's not like that on the camera.
It's only one thing on there, so. You want to delete it? Okay. It's still doing that.
Try to listen. It ain't turn it off.
Okay, now it has that little thing on the bar.
Yeah, but the camera had started. Try to get it.
No, I gotta get that.
Take it out of the computer and put it back.
Okay. So what was wrong? What needed to be done? The camera was on?
The camera's on.
The camera was on.
So was it okay?
I don't know.
I think it was fine. I don't know. All right.
Anyway, guys, we back.
Where can they send land comps?
Well, if they're trying to get me to comp it for you, you would need to just text the letters. Where is it? I thought it was up here. Oh, here it is. Text FUP. Just watch that video. It'll explain how we go about doing that, because we charge for it. So text FUP.
All right, this is the first question on Instagram. Just purchase your wholesale secret system. How long would you recommend for me to study before I get started?
Well, only you really can answer that question, right? Definitely go through everything. And the great thing about it, we're here to answer questions. So make notes on things you're not sure about, and we answer them. You can post them in the comment section of any video also on YouTube, and I answer those on a daily basis. So only you can really answer that question. But just understand the business boils down to generating leads and marketing. That's where you start once you have a good idea of what how it works.
All right. This one came from Brian Keith. He said, "What's up, family? I did some door knocking today for my first deal."
Oh, that's what's up. Now that's Gator.
Let's see. This one says, "Can you add the different number and opportunities in the chat? I missed a few of them."
The who?
I guess the keywords in the chat. The cards.
Oh.
Yeah. He'll be holding them up like simultaneously. When
just go back to
questions,
just when this goes in the replay mode right after this finishes, just go back to the beginning, and that was the first 5 minutes. So
All right, this came from Superior Sounds. They said, "Is our bandit sign still the best way to wholesale right now?"
I wouldn't say it's the best way. It's an effective way. There are a number of ways to do it, but I would definitely wouldn't say it's the best way. And it just depends how many you have out and how many are going to stay out, what they say, how good at your replacement. But they can be very effective.
All right, this came from Karen Flanagan. She said, "How do you file an affidavit of equitable interest if you're a virtual wholesaler?"
An affidavit of equitable interest.
Mhm.
Um, well, I guess you're saying a memorandum of contract. It's the same thing. You would just record it at the courthouse.
Okay. That's it right now. I don't have any more.
Okay, so while we're waiting, they were asking about some of the keywords. We got MLS. That's if you want to try to get in this game with only $100. Start wholesaling virtually, and if you follow the instructions in this video, we'll even partner with you on that. So text MLS to the number there. The paperwork. This is your superpower to make this all work. Text contract to the number. Contract to this number, and that'll get you the instructions on how to fill it out for sellers, how to fill it out for buyers, and how to get it signed virtually. Um, do, do, do. The reason most people fail in this business is because they never figure out what a great deal is. And this particular video here, if you text GD, is going to explain that process of determining if you have a great deal. Now, the follow-up video to that is ARV. Need to know that. That's the after repair value, is what that stands for. Basically, what will the house appraised for in excellent condition? You need to know the end game in order to know if you have an opportunity or not. So you work backwards. Know what it could be worth, and you can work backwards to figure out if you can make some money or not.
All right. I have nothing right now.
Oh, you still have nothing?
No.
Well, Ken, you ain't got nothing? I guess I need to send out the text. That's what's holding us up. So anyway, while we're waiting for questions to come in, I hadn't sent out the actual text, so we don't have as large of an audience that we normally would have. So I'm sitting here and I need to send it out right now, and I'm going to do that for you all while I'm sending it out. So you can be patient. La 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 la.
We got Labrie in
Yeah.
in the gator room. Hold on, I'm gonna take the lower third off.
Let me see. Should you tell?
Hello.
I will.
What's up?
Turn your computer up, Ty.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean it.
Here,
Yo, what's happening, man?
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm working on preview again.
Yes,
I meant
sir.
to ask, I meant to ask you yesterday. How long does it like you? How long it supposed to be on the market? Well, how long should it not be on the market?
All right. Now, sometimes it just depends what else is going on with it, in the sense that if it just hit the market and it's somewhat priced close to a potential deal, then obviously they may not be as motivated because it just hit the market and they may be already getting a lot of activity. But if it's a situation where it's been on the market 30, 60, 90 days or whatever, and it's still close to the number, you're going to normally probably make an offer. And this is a total generalization here, because you have to look at each property deal by deal. But you're probably going to make something even significantly lower than you normally would if it just hit the market a few days ago, because obviously whatever number it's at, it's not a deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just case by case for the most part. But normally with the stuff that just hit the market, it may not be as much motivation as somebody it's been there for 90 days or so.
Okay, so when I be doing my filter,
Yes, sir.
I normally put under 60%, and I put the past week. So I need to go like the past month and up.
If you're doing the entire country, or at least multiple decent sized markets, that'll work. Obviously, if you increase the percentage of ARV on it, it's obviously going to pull up more. But if you are targeting, multiple markets, then that number will work.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing what Benson said to do is comp like 10 to 20 properties.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been going off of. And a lot of I've been seeing like Chicago, uh Indianapolis,
Uh-huh.
Philly, and somebody I forgot the other state, but a lot of them like it's only a couple of them that bought something under over 7%.
Oh, okay. Um, well, yeah, it's sifting through it to see what the potential opportunities are there. But again, the filters should help in a lot with that. So you have to just eyeball and dive into the numbers and seeing. Hopefully, you can see enough investor activity. Sometimes you can't. You just have to see what properties are potentially sold for, will appraise for. But there's so much activity in there. Normally, you're going to have investors. So.
Okay. Bet.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
All right, what we got now? I sent out the text now, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got. Okay. Let me go back to. So let's see. This one says, "What's the best way to find cash buyers?"
What's the best way to find cash buyers? I don't know if there's a best way, but there's a number of them. Having a great deal and marketing that great deal can flush out a lot of buyers in your market, right? Because you basically just said, "Hey, here's a briefcase full of money. Come get it." And so when you do that, you're going to flush out a lot of wholesalers also, but some direct to actual buyers also by just having a great deal and marketing that great deal. You can only sell to one person, but you may have 20 people reach out to you about it. Those other 19, you collect their information for future deals. And then you repeat that again, right? So it may be in a different area, smoke out even more buyers that you were not even aware of. So now that's not the only way to find buyers. You just asked the question, so I'm giving you one of what I think is one of the better ways.
All right, this one came from Alex Serrano. They said, and this is on Facebook, they said, if I know a realtor, can I submit offers to him and then see if you are interested?
Well, watch this video. This will explain it. Text MLS. This video is going to explain it. It's not just that simple or whatever, because you got to know what you're looking for, right? And in that video, we go through the numbers and what you should be looking for.
Okay.
Because it's going to be market by market. That's the thing about it, So, and then you're going to have segments within that market and what, buyers are paying. You're looking at what they're potentially paying. So that should affect your offer and what you should offer. So.
They also asked, would I be able to get a POF from you?
Well, if you partner with us, we would do something like that. But if you just want to branch out on your own and do your own thing, which is perfectly fine, text the letters POF to the number, and you'll have an option there. Not the only option, but it would be an option.
Okay. This is a follow-up to Miss Karen's question. She asked about the affidavit of equitable interest. She said, if you're in a different state, how do you file a memorandum of contract if you're in a different state? Because you said you should go to the courthouse, but if you don't live there, Should you file it online? Like, what can you do?
Yeah, you would call them, or you may search out their website online and see how that's done. If it's an option to do it online, or if it has to be done by mail. One of those are going to be, one or both of those are going to be an option.
Okay.
Just think about too many real estate transactions are handled at a distance. So they have to have those options available for you.
All right. And I see you in the gator room. I'm going to add you after this one, after this question. This one says, oh, it's a statement. They said they're hoping to lock up their first contract in the next couple of weeks. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. God bless you all. And they said that they're in Southwest Michigan.
Boom, that's what's up. Make it happen.
All right. And I'm about to add Miss Kimberly to the chat. All right. Hey.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good afternoon. How's it going?
Going well. I recently brought your I guess ebook and been looking at all the videos and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
And my want to get started, but I guess my biggest concern is because I've been actually went this weekend doing driving for dollars, and I actually called the guy. He has a house for sale, but I guess my biggest concern is like, how do I get the investors or buyers or build a buyers list?
Couple of ways to go. Well, a number of ways to go about it. One of them, you can leverage real estate agents in different markets on properties that are being flipped by flippers in that particular market. And whenever you have a property, or you can go ahead and make that connect before you do have a property. Well, ideally, is an easier conversation when you're done trying to find that particular things I can show everybody else. But that's one method of finding buyers. You can leverage other wholesalers whenever you have properties and they produce buyers for you. That could go both ways, of course. This is what I look for. Text the word buyers to the number.
Okay.
And then, as I mentioned earlier, by just having great deals and marketing those great deals, you can build a buyers list that way also. Because if it's out there in that market being marketed, advertised, you're going to get a number of people calling, right? And so that's your opportunity to network with those individuals on future deals. You can put bandit signs out in a particular area. They do works better in some areas versus others. If it's a $300,000 neighborhood and they see a sign that says 145, they know that's somebody they probably need to call or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Again, so that's going to generate a number of calls. You can only sell to one person, but everybody else, you'll definitely keep their information for future deals. When I say their information, obviously their contact information, what areas they like to buy in, how many do they like to buy per month, what price range, what level what level repairs they like to deal with, minimum beds and baths or square footage of the house, will they do fire damage properties, and so on. So that you build your database that way, and how you manage it will be up to you, of course. But I'm trying to. And Google is very powerful. Just do a search, sell my house fast, and whatever the name of the city is. Those first 2 or 3 pages of results are going to be some strong investors in your market. Sometimes wholesalers, but they're wholesaling at a high level normally, because it's expensive to be on those pages, especially those first 3 or 4 results. Those are ads, and the bottom 3 are ads. Then the middle organic. So those are going to be some methods to help build your buyers list. And you want to go to your real meetings and network there. You're going to meet some players there. All real meetings are not, when I say real estate investment associations, are not built equally or ran equally. So some of them are going to be are more real investors than others. So you definitely want to do that. And where you say you were live streaming from?
I'm actually from Valdosta, Georgia.
That's where you are now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah, all right. Yes, ma'am. That's southern Georgia.
Southern, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah. All right.
Thank you so much.
No problem at all, Kim. Please join us again.
You have anything? Okay.
So you got that on Instagram? Okay.
What's deal? Somebody on Instagram is asking about subject to deals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what can you tell them about that?
Really not my lane. Look up Pace Morby on Instagram. And he has a lot of good content and some options out there. So, yeah. So we got a lot of people. Let me see. We got 100 and some people.
I got some
Okay.
What you call it? This one came from Jay. They said, "How can I overcome the fear of reaching out to my leads on my cold calling list?"
So how can you overcome the fear of making those calls? Man, that's you talking to the choir now, because if I had to do that when I started this business, I don't know if I would ever did my first deal after I've got my first cursing out, cussing, or cursing, whatever the word is. No. So what I would encourage you to do, if you know that's really not your thing, but it can be a very effective way to generate leads, is partner up with someone that does have that thick skin. Normally people that, talk a lot, those are the individuals that don't understand the word no. You know what I'm saying? You tell them no, or you tell them I got to go or something like that, they just keep talking. We all know those individuals. Normally those will be good people to partner with for that part of your business. Use just some of that energy to something that's going to generate some money instead of just talking. Yeah, that's what I would encourage you. Or you can hire a VA. That's always an option. If that's in your budget, you can text the word scale to the number, and you can use the company that I use. Text the word scale to the number and keep the appointment. That's for a virtual assistant.
All right. Let's see. Let me go back up to the top. This is a statement. They said realtors hated on me every time I came in contact with them. Is that normal?
Well, it just depends on how that conversation went, right? Which we're going to get into the topic here in a minute. But how did that conversation go? What did you tell them? Please give us an idea of that, and we'll go into it on the topic if you'll follow up with the answer to that.
All right. Armando, I see you in the chat. Give me a second. I'm gonna answer a few of these, and then I'll add you. And then the real Val Randall. I hope I'm saying your name right, but you need to have your camera and your mic turned on. I see your message in the chat.
That's what's up.
Let's see. Let me go back up. This one's from D'Angelo Scott. They said, "How can I find a good title company?"
Well, how can you find a good title company? A very simple thing you can do is leveraging social media such as Facebook. You can join my Facebook group and just go there and ask the question, what title companies or what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly in XYZ city? Or you can go to a local wholesaling group and ask that question. What title companies, what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly in XYZ city? And you will get an answer, I'm sure. Leverage this internet, man. You're here, this is why we're here, so leverage it.
All right, I'm about to add you. Hold on.
This is why we're here, so leverage it.
Hello.
Good afternoon. If you can turn, the volume down in the background. Good afternoon.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Oh, okay, great. My volume is real low. So question, my wife and I, we found a property. I found a property on Zillow, and I reached out to the listing agent, and the listing agent is what it is. The property is a complete gut job, and the listing agent says that we would have, I would actually have to bring out my own, I guess, repair guy in order to get an estimate on repairs. So my first question is that correct? And then my second question is, what do I do afterwards?
All right. Now, you're just trying to come up with a number to see if it's an actual deal or not, basically, right? All right. So a simple thing you can do is just take the square footage of the property and multiply it times $40 because it sounds like it's not livable. Round it up to your nearest 5 or your nearest 0. And that's normally going to be a good idea of what the repairs are. Now, that's not set in stone. It's a good generalization. You just need a ballpark number to go by so you can place it into your formula or into the calculator that I offer free on deallater.com. To access that calculator, anyone can text the letters DC for deal calculator to the number 205-964-5243. And you can access that free deal calculator.
Okay. Okay.
And this video right here, GD, you text letters there, it'll help you know if you have an opportunity or not. And if you're targeting properties that are listed, right, I strongly encourage anyone to watch this video here, MLS. Just text MLS to the number.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, and no problem at all, man. Where are you live streaming from?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, so yeah, you're in a huge market, so you have endless opportunities there. Endless.
Yes, sir.
All right, my man. Please join us again.
Yes, sir. We'll do. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'm about to add the next person. Hello.
Hi. I got a question. I found a house on I was on Craigslist. I was looking for houses in New Orleans, and that I did talk to the homeowner. I got the house on the contract, but when I talked to the owner, that the owner they only firm. I mean, he was firm on his price for the house, but the New Orleans market. Every time I call on cash buyer, because I do not have a cash buyer list, so I just go on Google and to find them and call them. But everyone I find to call them, they said that the house price is too high for them to buy it. But most of the house doesn't really need a lot of work. I did use Mr. Flipman's later and everything, and I just don't know. Everybody I call, they keep saying it's too high, or somebody give me the lower offer, and the owner do not want the offer that he wants.
Okay. Well, now the people that you found on Google, that's a small niche of individuals. That's not going to cover the entire market of when you're dealing with a market of that size. Part of the reason why this particular video becomes so valuable, you can see what investors are paying for in different areas of your market. If you watch that video, it's about an hour and a half long. We have a Q&A at the end of it, but that's part of the reason why. Then now, not only can you see what they're paying, you'll see who's paying for it. And you can reach out to them either directly or through the actual agent that listed the property. So that takes the guesswork out of where you need to be on prices. You'll know in particular neighborhoods within your market where you need to be.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So you are in New Orleans?
No, I'm not from New Orleans. I'm actually from in Welland, Ontario. I'm in Canada.
Oh, you're in Canada. Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This video really becomes important to you then, if you're doing it for a dinner, because it's basically catered for virtual wholesaling. So it really becomes important.
Okay, but the house that I found on Craigslist, it was listing by the owner. No, they didn't want any real estate agent because they said they didn't want to pay any commission fee, anything like that.
Well, that was just that one property. So it's not unusual that, I don't care if it's listed with an agent or not. Most people are going to want more than what makes sense. Don't fall in love with a property, move on. The numbers, if you're so far away from the numbers, just move on. Those are the easy ones to move on from as far as a
Oh,
wholesale deal. Yeah, just move on. Don't put a lot of thought in it. Expect most people to want more than what makes sense. I don't know how effective this saying is, but I came up with it. Most won't, but enough will. Meaning that most people are going to want more than what don't make sense for you as a wholesaler, but enough will to quit your job if that's what you're looking to do.
thank you, Mr. Fleming. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Oh, same here. All the way from what part of Canada?
Welland, it's by Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls is on the border, right?
Yes, I'm a little bit far, and I'm like 25 minutes away.
Okay, all right. That's what's up, man. In Canada, YouTube works in Canada. I'm just
I mean, I start all this thing because I've been watching your videos on YouTube, saw ads, and then I bought your course. I bought the $2 course you had. That's what get me going. Ever since I bought it, that was May the 31st, and I bought it. I since then I took action. I called people. I got like 6 houses for sale, but it's just in the New Orleans market. When I call, the people just say
why,
they not
why,
interested.
why did you pick New Orleans out of curiosity?
To be quite honest with you, I have no idea. New Orleans just popped in my head. I'm like, okay, New Orleans it is then.
uh, watch this video right here. It's gonna open you up to some different markets. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Flip, man. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem at all.
You're a true legend.
You do receive the text messages up there. If you text one of these keywords, do you receive the text messages back?
I will text it. I will text that number of the SML list. I haven't texted that one yet, but I'll text that right after we got out.
I'm saying, have you done it before and it's gotten a reply back on some of the other keywords I've held up?
Oh no, I have not.
Oh, okay, you haven't done it before. Okay, well let us know.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I was saying let us know if it works for you.
Oh yes, I will definitely do. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, no problem at all, my man.
Oh, it was so nice. All right. This question came from someone there in the.
Can we get Africa? Can we get Zimbabwe? Can we get Barcelona? Can we get where else we going? Brazil? Can we get
Mexico?
No. Australia.
Oh, I don't know if he even. This person came. They're in the private chat, but I don't think they wanted to come on camera. So I'm just gonna read their question. They said they purchased the program, and him and his wife have been studying. What is the first step they should take to start moving in the right direction?
Well, you've started in the right direction for sure. You're going to get to a point. Obviously, you're comfortable with the process. Again, once you understand the process, I know I need to find a great deal. I know I need to put it on the contract. I know I need to find a buyer for it at a higher price than I have that contract for and put it on the contract. And then I know I need to close on it with an attorney or title company. So once you understand that, then the first thing is one or two things. Either I'm going to start to build me a buyer's list and go out and find what they want, or I am going to find the great deals and I'll market the deal to create the buyer's list. Both work or whatever. So once you're comfortable with the process of putting a deal together, now it's time to try to find deals and to build those relationships with buyers. Again, this video here will get you going. Boom. Also, if it's in your budget, go ahead and establish your LLC so you can start to take advantage of those 250 plus tax deductions, period. Whether you decide not to do this or not, you'll know how to do that or whatever, because you have a registered business.
Period. Okay. Hold on, let me go back up to the top. Okay, this one says, okay. I found a property on Zillow that requires a complete gut job. The listing agent says that I will need to bring my own guy out in order to get a repair estimate. Is this correct?
You read that one?
I thought that, yeah.
I read that.
Or did he? Somebody
Somebody asked it, I think.
Yeah,
You read it or something.
Yeah,
That's probably the same person that came online.
Yeah.
They don't have the same like name. My bad. Okay.
Hey, I'm alert. I'll tell you, I'm alert now.
Today.
Huh?
This one says when looking on a site like Redfin, you will see a Redfin estimate. Is that the estimated value of the home at that moment?
In most cases, no. Regardless of the condition, it's really doing a market sweep because they don't know the condition of it for real. Even with photos, the algorithms normally not going to be that detailed. It's really trying to give you an ARV, what it would be worth in excellent condition. Now, it's still not going to be the value in a lot of cases. It'll be in a good range in some cases. You have to dive deeper. Let's go deeper. So you have to dive deeper into the numbers, into what other houses have sold for. This video will help you with that. What makes a great deal, and the other one that goes behind it, which is the ARV.
All right. This person, Lambo Kid, they said, I'm in Atlanta and I need a deal like yesterday. He also said, I put over 500 cards on cars at Home Depot, but no leads. Should I try Lowe's?
Oh, that's a lot of effort right there.
Man, that's a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort
and it's
right
hot
there,
too.
man. I'm going to always side and applaud doing something. But there are better ways the use of your time. Ask me how I know how ineffective that is, right?
You literally.
The only thing that will eventually happen, because what happens if people grab that car, guess what they do with it immediately? Not everybody, but some of them.
Throw it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground. And guess who's going to start calling you?
The store.
Home Depot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, I applaud you for that particular effort, right? But that energy needs to be used in a more efficient way. This is not the only method. This is one of them, though. Text MLS and you'll thank me later.
Okay. All right, this is Miss Karen. She said, thanks, Ty and company. Actually, I'm on my way to Prattville and Birmingham to attempt to wholesale a couple of vacant properties. Can you recommend a title company in that area? Thanks.
In Montgomery?
Prattville, and she's coming to Birmingham.
Well, in Birmingham I can, but Montgomery, I'm sure they can do a deal down there though. So yeah, just text me and I'll recommend some people.
All right. This one's from Sugar Dad.
Is Prattville in Montgomery County? Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yeah,
they said, how do I talk to brokers?
How do you talk to brokers? That was yesterday's video.
Mm-hmm.
Check out yesterday's video. Not to brush you off, but check out yesterday's video. I answered that on yesterday.
To brokers or real estate agents?
Same people.
Okay. This one says, sorry, I don't have enough bandwidth to join you all in the Gator Room. The live stream here buffers like crazy. Okay, no problem.
Where are you?
Let's see. This one says, how can a realtor be of service to flippers?
A service to flippers or wholesalers? Because flipping is wholesaler is a form of flipping. Do you mean like fix and flip? They can still help them try to possibly find a deal, and they can help them possibly move that deal by listing the property. Now, us as wholesalers, I keep bringing this up, but y'all keep asking. I guess that's because of the title. Mm-hmm. This video here will go a long way on it. Boom, on how to use realtors on the seller side and the buyer side, actually. And then this one here will really go into detail on the buyer side. Boom, we got you covered, just like the news says about the weather. We got you covered.
They'll be everything good.
I know.
All right. This one came from Gerald. He said, how do you feel about wholesaling pre-foreclosures?
How do I feel about it? If it's an opportunity, I feel great about it. Just understand with a pre-foreclosure, you have to know what you're getting into. If it's a situation, let's define pre-foreclosure. We're assuming everybody knows what that is. A pre-foreclosure is someone that's on a mortgage to a lender, and the lender has started the foreclosure process to take back the property. So they need to try to recoup some of their loss, their investment. And so when that happens, you're in the owner is in a window that's called pre-foreclosure. And so for investors, sometimes that can present an opportunity. All right. Now, if it's a situation where the house is worth $400,000 and they owe $130,000, there's $270,000 worth of equity there. So that's, not saying they're going to give you that to sell it, but at least there's potential on that same $400,000 house. If they owe $375,000, there's no real opportunity there for the wholesale deal. Some other things you can do. All right. Now, with the one that on the second scenario, they have what they call a short sale process. And that's basically, let me read out the official definition of that. Then I'll explain it in Tyrone. Short sale defined. You just go to Google and it just works magic. All right, now they coming up with the stock market version, the stock version through the real estate. Okay, a short sale is when a mortgage lender agrees to accept a mortgage payoff less than what is owed in order to facilitate a sale of the property by a financially distressed owner. The lender gives the remaining balance. The lender forgives the remaining balance of the loan. That actually explains it, don't y'all think?
Yeah, pretty well too.
Only problem with that is it may take them 4 months just to come back and come with a number. And they got a lot of wires there over the years. Not saying some people run their entire business on short sales. It takes a lot of organization and patience with those, but you got to have a lot of them running at the same time. They'll just be dropping, but you have to know what you're doing, obviously. But it may take 4 months just for them to come say, well, they owe $375, we'll take $360. 4 months just to come back with that $15,000 discount, right? And that still doesn't work for you. You spent that much time on it. So you just have to know what you're getting into. So I gave you the scenario where the equity is already there, assuming the seller will give you most of it. I'll let you put in the contract for most of it, or a situation where you have to go through a short sale. So, but now with that short sale, they could come back and say, yeah, we'll take $140 for it. Like in an example, it may be it may be in terrible condition or something like that or whatever. And it's possible because people do it and do it at a high level or whatever. Now that's just for wholesale. Now you have a pre-foreclosure situation. It may be an owner finance situation for a subject to or lease option or something like that. But, we focus on wholesaling here. So, but when I say that, you can set up those terms and still wholesale those terms out, for a fee. So plenty of options out there.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you need to get your contract notarized?
No. That's a good answer there. I thought we were trying to keep on the 30 seconds. I'm doing a horrible job, and y'all are not letting me know. Huh?
And you pause it, maybe ask a question, come back. It's like, no.
Here lately. Good. Thank you. Improvement. Most improved. And the winner is most improved. Taiwan.
That's good for our.
I've trained myself to do that.
Good job.
Jesse and I really like it a lot.
I'm glad I could make you all so happy.
All right. This one came from Sandra. She said, hello, Footman. How do I find the video you made about Craigslist?
Oh, you just have to, how do you find a video that I did on Craigslist? Ooh, that's
OG.
that's OG one there. You just go to YouTube and do a search for a flip man and Craigslist. Only it'll be a couple or whatever, but it's not gonna be. I wouldn't probably use that because it's gonna be so old that I ain't up on Craigslist like I used to because we don't use it. So you can use it, but you can just put in there wholesaling and Craigslist or finding real estate deals Craigslist.
Maybe you
You'll
need to
find
do
somebody else that's probably a little bit more up to date on that, huh? Well, there's plenty they can use instead of Craigslist. I don't know what is you want to use Craigslist for. Let me just. Well, yeah, you definitely do that. So you just want to, you want to look for something the most recent on. If you're trying to advertise a property on Craigslist, you want to try to find the most recent videos, probably because all of their terms and condition and all that stuff changes or whatever. Because Craigslist charge now, depending on what you're posting, right?
Yep. Not for everything, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Martin said, I'm watching from Montreal, Canada, and I can tell you absolutely the texting works. I get a reply within minutes.
Oh, that's what's up, Montreal. So Montreal is okay. So
that's French.
So what they do? Speak French there?
Yeah, some people speak French.
Is that the main language or just an option?
No, it's still the main language. Yeah, Canada.
I'm saying is French the main language?
No, English is the main language.
I'm talking about in Montreal.
That you have to ask that person.
Yeah, I'll ask them. Yeah, we'll ask them. Is it French? Can you speak French? Let's start there. Number 2, is that the preferred language? That's the first language in Montreal.
I've never heard anybody. He said he's bilingual.
See?
Of what though? That could be. I'm saying, but what?
I assume French. That's what you asked him.
No, because there are more languages than the 2 I'm thinking about.
Martin,
We know he can speak English. So what is the other? What is the other one? So if you can speak more than 2 languages, what that make you? Trilingual?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying what is more? Like 6 of them. What you say?
Polyglot.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what 6 is.
No, that's more than, that's a lot of languages.
Okay. Okay.
He said English and French.
See?
Usually when you ask somebody else,
so which one do you speak the best?
Let's move on.
No, that's interesting to me. Yeah, don't you feel like Oksana, you speak really good English, but you think which one you speak the best? What?
I think now English probably.
Really?
Yeah. Even though Russian is my mother language, so I probably understand it better. I don't know how to explain that. A person that speaks several languages would understand what I'm talking about.
He said he speaks English best.
Okay, that's what's up. All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you're practicing so much, probably speak one better. Because
Yeah.
your brain becomes slow when you don't practice.
Okay, that's interesting. I wish I could spell. That I wish I could do that.
Download the app. It ain't hard to learn.
I get. Oh my God! I have a better chance of winning.
It's gonna be hard because you count yourself out.
I'm definitely out. I have a better chance of winning the Georgia, California, and Texas lottery all at the same time, and not the Powerball.
Okay, now we're getting off topic.
Yeah.
Off topic.
Yeah.
But let's so we'll go ahead and go into the topic since they made me defer from this.
Since you.
The purpose of this channel. And okay, so today's topic is: should you tell a real estate agent that should you tell a real estate agent or a realtor that you're wholesaling real estate?
What's up with the tattoos?
I was copycat. I seen another video off this other channel and I copied, so I said I'll do the same thing. Anyway, it has some impact on you, make you notice it. Right?
I thought you was rapping or something.
Yeah. Should you tell a real estate agent or a realtor that you're wholesaling real estate? Well, technically, when you're having that initial conversation, you'll get a good feel of who you're dealing with, but you don't ever really want to just say you're wholesaling the real estate, because at the end of the day, they're going to still treat you. They're going to want that earnest money, and they're going to want proof of funds. So if you can't provide those, whether you say you're a wholesaler real estate or not is not going to matter. So to answer the question, in most cases, no, because it's not important, because they're not going to deal with you anyway unless you can jump through them hoops they want you to deal with. You are an investor. How you make the deal happen is irrelevant, because again, they're not going to deal with you unless you jump through the hoops that they want you to jump through to prove that you can buy that house. That's period. Now, everything's negotiable or whatever, but that's period. They're the gatekeepers. The seller hired them to send them the best chances of selling the property at the most money. I get that. That's fine. So you got a job to do too, to get the best deal you could possibly do and speak the lingo that they want to deal with. So, and part of the lingo is wholesaling is French to them. It's Russian, it's Spanish, it's whatever. They don't like hearing that term, whether they've heard it or not. So don't use it. Now, once you sit at the closing table and they see that they getting, we'll just say they getting 7,200 and you getting 62,000, they might want to have, they ain't gonna trip because they getting their money or whatever, and they're not gonna blow up a deal. But trust me, they're not gonna blow the deal up. Or they might want to say, hey, what did you just do right there? I tell you. So the soup's cold. But anyway, so yeah, in most cases, no. Not that you're hiding anything, it's just not important, and it can confuse or blow up the deals. You just need to be able to perform, period. Again, they're not even going to deal with you unless you're going to jump through those hoops anyway. So anyway, so yeah, so we got that. And so what we got? We got more questions?
Yeah. That's good.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Okay, this one's from Jay. They said, how do you move on if you have the property under contract?
How do you move on?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean move on? Please explain, Jay.
The next steps.
Jay, yeah.
Elaborate.
Oh, I don't know if that's what they mean.
Either the next steps or the second option is probably, if it's not a deal, how do you move on from the contract? How do you put the next steps to take?
Is that what they mean?
Either one, just define both of them. How about that?
So how do you move on? So once you get in a contract with a seller, now it's time to find a buyer. It's time to market that contract, that opportunity, that assignment. It's time to find a buyer. I'm assuming if that's what you're asking.
What if you can't find a buyer? How do you
If you can't find a buyer, then you go back to the seller and ask them for more time and hopefully a price reduction, and they give it to you. Or you go back to the seller and ask for more time, and they don't. If they don't, they keep your earnest money. If you're outside of your due diligence period or inspection period, and you all go your separate ways. Good day, George.
All right. This one says, Footman, you said take the square footage if it's not livable and times by 40. And if it's livable, what are we multiplying by? $25. Okay.
That's a generalization now. And you're going to round up. So if it comes out to $36,257, round it up to 40. If it comes out to $41,017, round it up to 45,000. So round it up to your nearest 5 or nearest 0.
Okay. This one came from Shay Day. She said, I still have a problem seeing what a good deal is in my area. What's the one-on-one price?
Oh, the one-on-one price. What's her name? Shay Day? You really don't have to do that, darling. But if you do, you can text me. But first, I'm sorry, this one first. Text GD, watch this video. Really dive into this video here, and then follow up with this video here. Boom. And then this one. I think you'll get it. You won't need me. But if you need us to comp some properties for you, we got a freight for that. And it's not as heavy as me, but it might be a little lunch money. Like they say, a cup of coffee, depending on where you buy it from. FUP.
All right. She also asked, are auctions good for wholesaling?
No. Their requirements, it could be good to network with potential buyers, but trying to find a deal there to wholesale, like the real definite wholesale, and it's not going to. They need that money. They need the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they want the money. ASAP.
This one's from Joe Wheeler. He said, I live in Florida and I know 3 realtors. However, Florida is not a dual state. The realtor can represent the buyer and seller. Can I structure a deal to make it beneficial for both of us still?
Well, so he says he knows 3 realtors, but so your realtor will only act on your behalf to pursue properties for you. Properties that they already have listed, because Florida is not a dual agency state, then that means they can't represent a seller and represent you or whatever. They would only be beneficial to you if you're trying to sell something or if you're trying to find something to buy on properties that they don't have a listing agreement with.
All right. This one says, is there any interest in abandoned houses, malls, restaurants in Indiana?
The houses, yes. The malls, just depends. Restaurants, just depends. Because it's just hard for me to just to tell you. Definitely can't tell you no, but it's just hard for me just to give you pinpoint on what to look for. Normally, let me just say this. Normally with restaurants, you're looking for a lot of activity around it, right? Mm-hmm. Like you may have, you may have a Chick-fil-A across the street. That's normally a good indicator. If a Chick-fil-A is next to it, that's normally an indicator. But they're not all over the country, though, are they? Now Subway will be anywhere. Like anywhere.
In the gas station.
If it has a Starbucks across from it, right? That's normally a good indicator you're in a pretty good retail area. Not always, but normally. Especially if you got a Chick-fil-A and a Starbucks right next to it. McDonald's, they'll be anywhere. Churches, definitely anywhere. Well, actually, only some places. Popeyes anywhere. Burger King anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Whole Foods. Okay, there you go. All right. Sprouts. Yeah. So not saying those are only, but those are easier to maybe pull something off if you can find an opportunity. Now, I'm not saying you can't do deals in other areas. Just for me explaining it, that's going to be the easiest way for me to explain it to you to identify stuff or whatever. Not down the street. I said across the street. There's a difference. Down the street, it could change drastically. Woodlawn to Crestwood is down the street. Y'all know.
You see, you got to keep
It'd be anywhere. They don't know what I'm talking about. They be in Tuscaloosa, don't know what I'm talking about.
That's true. All right, Lambo Kid, he's the one who put the signs on the cars at Home Depot. He said, I only found 1 card on the ground. I stayed at the store. I stayed till the store closed. I didn't want my cards on the ground. And he said, he hand wrote the 500 cards.
Okay.
Now I have to do 500 more.
No.
Just to get 1 wholesale. Let's get it. You are so dedicated.
No, you got $100. No, if you got $100, hey, no, that's too much time. 500 cards, how long that'll take? You know how bad my hand will hurt.
I mean, putting it on there.
Oh, y'all know I can't write. It'll just be terrible. But I probably got to about 25. It just be not legible. Oh. Who?
Now you gonna pre-order.
Ain't want none of them be look alike. Like, hey, who signed yours? He said, won't none of them look alike.
All right. This one says, how do I flip apartments or storage units?
How? Okay. Wow. It's same thing with houses or anything else. It doesn't have to be an extremely good deal. Like with houses, they have to be great deals in a lot of cases. We're just talking about straight wholesaling. But with those, that's her.
I think that's when she vacuuming or something.
That's not music.
No.
Okay, I thought that was like. What's the sound, Jessica?
That's what it be like.
Oh, but anyway, so but yeah, so it's all about finding opportunity because it can, just understand that those properties are more income driven. So on either what it's doing right now or the potential income. So ideally, to make it simple for you, if you could find number one, if you could be speaking directly to the owner, that's going to go a long way. Let's just start there. And it's not for sale on the internet anywhere. So if you got those two factors, we could possibly work on something. You know, at least have those two things in place, and then we'll get to the numbers. But we've been rolling pretty hard, guys. They're about to start thumping over here next door. We've been having copyright issues with TikTok and Instagram because of that. So if you didn't get your questions answered, post it in the comment section of any video, and I'll answer those on a daily basis. This will go to replay mode on all platforms. Hey, do me a favor, just share it with one person, right? Well, at least with one individual if you're watching this, or whatever platform you are on, if you think the information was valuable to you. So getting close to a holiday weekend here, so we should be back tomorrow. But after that, who knows? So I think that's about it.
Follow us on Pinterest.
Follow us on Pinterest. Yeah. So it's 4th is Monday. So if nothing else, we'll see you on FLIPSIDE.
Text me and I'll text you back.
Text me, yeah, and I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
You text me, then I'll text you back.
Text me, then I'll text you back.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I will help you make your paper stack.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now?
205-964-5243. Now you know 205-964.